Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It is absolutely a fantastic afternoon because it's another opportunity to sign a ESGR statement of support. And this is now I can't even count. I don't think I have enough fingers and toes to count the number of statements of support that we have conducted virtually since the onset of COVID-19. But it's always a great day when we have another Illinois employer taking the pledge and making that public statement of support in support of those that serve in our great country's National Guard and Reserve components. So my name is Scott Klein. I am privileged to be the Director of Employer Outreach for the Illinois ESGR. And in a moment, I'm going to introduce, we have a couple of people on the screen. We're recording this, and we're going to be very, very proud to share as Moshe Klein from Moshe Klein Associates, who happens to be my father, signs a statement of support. And as you'll hear from Laurie Silvey in just a couple of minutes, the Statement of Support program has been around for quite a while. And today, Moshe Klein Associates joins a long list of many thousands of businesses that have taken that pledge. So without further ado, I'm privileged to introduce my friend Robert Lewis, who actually just joined ESGR as a volunteer, but today is joining us in his capacity as the program manager for the Illinois Department of Veteran Affairs, program manager of the Illinois Hired Heroes Consortium. And Robert, you're doing some fantastic work also on behalf of those that serve and on behalf of Illinois businesses. So great to have you and welcome aboard to the ESGR team.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. And thank you, Laurie, as well. It's great to be on yet another call for your dad, who's also an awesome individual, not just for having you, but also understanding and recognizing that the Guard and Support heroes that serve our country should also have the same rights and privileges when they come back from their service. Thank you very much for that. It's an honor to witness this, and it's a privilege to be a part of it. Thank you.
Absolutely, and as a follow-up to today's signing, we'll look forward to connecting IHHC with Moshe Klein as well. And yes. We're also thrilled to have yet another ESGR volunteer on the line with us. We have Bob Nachmann, who's joining us as well. Bob, do you want to say a couple words? You're muted. There we go. There we go.
If I'm echoing, I'll stop. But no, I love doing these things. I love being with employees who recognize the importance of the Guard and Reserve, and I just it's a lovely thing to be able to do. And I have to say, from a personal standpoint, since we've been unable to travel or anything like that, this is like getting back in the water, and it feels refreshing. So. Mr. Klein, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to do this, and thank you.
Thank you. And now I'll turn it over to Laurie Silvey, who is the chair of the Illinois ESGR and has participated in many of these. In fact, I've actually not yet been to a statement of support signing in person, but again, due to COVID, we have been really rocking and rolling and making a difference with employers throughout northern and southern and central Illinois, all over the place. And Laurie, I know you love ceremonies like this, so it's great to have all of us on. Laurie, do you want to describe the history and introduce the statement of support?
Sure, thank you, Scott. The Statement of Support program is one of ESGR's primary efforts to build strong support for the Guard and Reserve. The purpose of the statement is to encourage more employers to support their reserve component employees with the public acknowledgement that the company signing the document recognizes the importance of those Guard and Reserve service members. So the first statement of support was signed all the way back in 1972 when ESGR first got its start. Since then, we've had, as Scott said, many hundreds of thousands of employers who have made the commitment to be one of those supporting companies. So we are very happy that Moshe Klein Associates is taking this time to sign, and will proudly display your own SOS as one of those employers. So with that, I'll go ahead and read what you are signing. The pledge says, we fully recognize, honor, and comply with the Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act. We will provide our managers and supervisors with the tools they need to effectively manage employees who serve in the Guard and Reserve. We appreciate the values, leadership, and unique skills that service members bring to the workforce, and will encourage opportunities to hire Guardsmen, reservists, and veterans. We will continually recognize and support our country's service members and their families in peace, in crises, and in war. So if you will now take a moment to go ahead and sign the SOS that you have in front of you and date it, and then just hold it up so that we can see it.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you. And let me be the first to thank you for signing that. We hope that you'll display that proudly for your employees and customers to see. With that, I'll turn it back over to you, Scott.
Well, thank you. And as a reservist, I say thank you on behalf of all of those that serve in the National Guard and the Reserve for your statement of support. And I'll turn it over to you, Moshe, if you want to say a couple of words of why you've taken this pledge and why you're so supportive of those that serve in the military.
Well, thank you, Scott, for giving me this opportunity, and I want to thank all of you for your service to the country and for supporting this wonderful program. It's going to be hard to put my thoughts and my feelings into a couple of words, but I'll try very hard. Scott is an amazing young man. He's a wonderful son. I think probably anybody that meets him gets that sense right away. He's impressive, but I doubt that any of you know that he actually started with the firm 29 years ago when he was 2 years old. I started the firm back 38 years ago, part-time, shortly after I got married. And I used to bring Scott to the office along with his older sister. And Scott's first job at this firm was putting pencils out on everyone's desk. By age 5, he moved up the corporate ladder very quickly. He was actually sharpening the pencils and then putting them on the desk. He stayed with the firm actually for a couple of decades and worked in probably every capacity at the firm and helped us grow and be successful. So I feel not only is it an honor and something that I would want to do to sign this declaration of support, but it's sort of the completion of a circle that Scott, who helped us build our family business, went ahead on his own, joined the Army Reserve to protect this great country, to serve this great country. This is the least that I can do as the business owner, as Scott's father. And I feel that Scott signed right along with me because we wouldn't have the firm today if it weren't for his help. So thank you all. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I hope that it helps in some small way.
Well, thank you for that. So we'll end the recording now. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you all.